Welcome to episode 74 of Snap on This, a Marvel Snap podcast. This week's secret homework, challenge yourself. I'm your host, LaurenWhatevs, here with my usual amazing co-hosts. First up this week, Ben, how was your weekend snap? And keep it snappy.
Well, my weekend snap, endeavoring to keep it snappy as I literally always do. You know, it's been a pretty good weekend snap. I've been playing a lot of Snap. There's a lot of fun stuff to do. I'm loving these decks that I've been playing. I've got a new one that I think is real fun, but I've also got an old one. Let me tell you about what I ended up bringing to the Snowball Showdown Golden Gauntlet Winter Action Fun Time Party.
Got it.
Is that its real name?
No.
I got real excited.
Not stopped me. So I know. wouldn't that be something? I'd be tickled.
Okay.
It's like Snowball Showdown is the actual name.
I should
I
have
think
realized.
it's the Golden Gauntlet Snowball Showdown. Because I'm sure Golden Gauntlet is in there somewhere, just to be confusing, even though it is. Anyway, point is, what I played was America Chavez, Surge, Merlin, Brood, Captain Carter, Silver Surfer, Maverick, Hope Summers, Mercury, Absorbing Man, Cannonball, and Sholau. So I've learned that a lot of people have been playing the Sholau Surfer deck as it was shared last week, and that's very cool. Except I think this version is probably better than that one, but other people like that one, and I like that people like it. So I've not been like, y'all should get on the new one, because if you're enjoying that one, maybe there's something about it that's cool. Maybe having Nico in there has been helpful for you. So like, don't think you're silly for liking that version that I shared last week. I just think this version is like a little better, and it just tends to throw up more points more consistently and stuff. But
I took your first one to infinite pretty easily. I did cut Absman for, I can't remember, Agony, I think it ended up being, but I think I want it to be Kitty.
Did. And it did wound me deep down in my heart. I'm like, what are we abandoning Absman?
I did not have any uses for him.
He makes Surfer happen a second time. He makes Brood happen a second time.
I didn't need a second Surfer.
These are important things. I think maybe you went all in on the Sholau part of it, and that's fine. That's fine. But Sholau does not ask you to go all in. I'm not
in this economy.
I don't know. Every time I do the testing and I look at the numbers, Absman always seems to be kind of holding it down, and I'm always thinking about cutting him too. But then I do the testing and I look at the numbers and I'm like, oh, Absman is holding the world up on his absorbent shoulders. And I don't know. That's just my thinking.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. I went too hard on Sholau, but like also that gave me some snap equity. Maybe
it could be.
Maybe my win rate was worse, but it helped my cube rate. I don't know.
Could be. Whatever's working for you, do it up. But I've got a new deck that is perhaps even more exciting, but I think I'll save that for new card times. Other things in my weekend snap. Oh man, I've just been loving Conquest. I've also been I think it's a hashtag pod goals season, as strange as that seems, because I did just, you know, with the day one infinite, I've been watching my rank. You know, you start out like rank 26 or something because there's 26 of you, or there were more than 26 of us. But point is, I don't know. I'm still, for those who don't know, hashtag pod goals is when I try to finish in the top 1,000 globally.
I didn't know it was a specific measure.
Yeah, that's hashtag pod goals. And
I just want you to know that I measure your success more broadly.
Okay. I do too. It's just hashtag pod goals is a very specific thing that I did twice in the very early episodes of Snap on This, and I've never done since. But I have sometimes thought about
it. History now.
It's different from Glory to the Pod. It's two
separate. Glory to the Pod is like a much more broad concept. Mm-hmm. Under which hashtag pod goals does, you know, it lives under that umbrella. But yeah, I'm sitting at rank 528 now, and that's about the highest I've had it. I've been keeping it under 500 for the most part.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I'll probably finish that because, gosh dang it, that Shola Surfer deck just keeps a winning. It did all right in the Golden Gauntlet Snowball Showdown. I was hoping to do even better, but I placed. What did I place? I placed 64th out of, as far as, there's a larger player count, but as far as people who actually played games and tried and stuff, I think there were 364 of those players. So, in the top, not quite 6th, in the top 5th. It's good. It was a little disappointing to me, but you can't crush it super hard every time. And it was still perfectly respectable and nothing to be too disappointed with myself about. But yeah, mostly I've just been loving the game, loving this deck I'm going to tell you all about later, and I'm so curious to hear about my co-hosts this week in Snaps. Ree, did you snap any weeks?
Yes. Last week I was talking about how I was too lazy to cook from scratch. But this week I got back in the kitchen, literally and snapically. And I was inspired, because it had been a while since I'd been inspired to, work on a deck, I put together some stupid stuff, but, there's time, we all have, right? And then you kind of play it and you see, is this something I want to work on to make good? Okay, I know you make decks differently, Ben. You just sit and think forever and then you put it all together because you're weird. But the rest of us, we just kind of, I already said that, we put together the deck, but then you, shop it, you play it, you start seeing what it needs, and you just flavor it up. You got to find the deck that you're excited enough to do that with. And it's not even for me about if the deck's winning enough, it has to be interesting and fun enough or whatever for me to some way. And the spark happened because the season pass gave me the Hellfire Gala variant of Miss Marvel, in which she is wearing a fabulous dress, if you didn't know, and she's just got this dramatic
it's a good pose.
Which is why I kind of named the deck. I'm just imagining her in it saying marvelous. That's her name, deck, marvelous. Anyway, I already have a lot of great variants of Miss Marvel, to be honest, because there are a million good variants of Miss Marvel, and I have a lot of them. And she's always been a struggle for me. But then I freed myself from my previous conceptions. Because Miss Marvel to me, it's always ongoing stuff. Usually you're playing ongoing stuff. And then when I'm playing all that ongoing stuff, I'm always thinking Spectrum, right? Because I've got all this ongoing stuff, and it's always a trap. I love Spectrum, but if Spectrum, if you're not going to magic wong, repeat it, you know what I mean? It's just often it's just not enough as someone who is consistently tried. But anyway, so I'm okay, what if it's ongoing, but it's not Spectrum? Because Moonstone kind of opened those doors a lot, to be honest. And then I realized I'm okay, what is the perfect card for Miss Marvel that will take her to the great heights of victory? And I knew it. And it was a card I'd yet to play with ever, really, that I'd put in a deck. I mean, in a real deck. M'Baku. Okay. Because I've been playing so much Galactus First Steps and stuff. I've gotten used to kind of playing with the idea of there only being, you only have the 1/2 in your deck, or you only have the 1/1 in your deck. And it's M'Baku's way better when he jumps out and completes a Miss Marvel for you. Before I put another key piece into this deck, I know it wasn't there originally, which is so bonkers when you look at this deck. How did you not have this card in there? But before I put that card in there, I kept playing M'Baku as a 1/3. He kept not and I'm it's so disappointing. Why every time is he starting in my hand? Why? And then I just and then I forgot about him. And then he jumped out to it. It was so glorious. When he was like, we finished the Miss Marvel in the right spot and won me the game. And it was everything I wanted it to be. And it was better because I forgot about it. Okay. The deck. Anyway. So, like, but here's the thing. Obviously, if you're playing with M'Baku, you gotta have Lockjaw, which is the card I did not initially put in this deck for some reason. And so, it's so good, right? M'Baku can get you an early Onslaught, or an early Sarah. Oh, the early Sarah is so good. Okay, all kinds of stuff, right? If you're doing it early, lots of good reasons to play late, as we'll get into. And M'Baku's a 1/3 now, which, you know, like a 1/3 isn't bad. If you just have to play it out for the 1/3 stats, you could be doing worse for yourself, to be honest. So, like, and, you know, it's a cheap completion for a Miss Marvel lane. So, okay, the other, I mean, you know, you can Lockjaw always Lockjaw appropriately. But, like, the other key card for Lockjaw in the deck is Shadow King. I found out how to make Shadow King fun for me, because my problem with Shadow King is that he's really good. And this is why I took this deck and I've just been, like chomping on show. Oh, I just said it correctly before the
You got it.
Show Lao.
You crushed it.
Okay. Show Lao.
To my limited understanding, you crushed it. I don't claim expertise or anything, but I think you're
nailed it. Okay. Yeah, no, I've been crushing him because, right, it's all about buffing. And I normally like buffing. Why do I want to undercut myself in a game? Like, we already do that enough in real life. Like, don't bring that into Snap. So, like, you know, but yeah, so it wasn't fun. But you know what is fun? Is like lockjawing a Shadow King into after, because you let them have let them pull all their Shallow, Surfer, Maverick, all the stuff I'm seeing. Boom! Like, you know, Thena, Scarlet, which everyone's playing now is just like, you know, just numbers going up.
Yeah.
And it's just like, do everything you want. Boom! Shadow King. He's not even here to stick around. That guy's a loser. Get him out of here. And then you pull up an Onslaught and just boom, everything's bigger. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, even Miss Marvel is a surprise in this deck that sometimes I save to play last turn because they think that they're done, that I'm done with power in that lane, maybe because I even filled it or something, because people just don't expect Miss Marvel, to be honest, anymore, even in, like, ongoing decks. Like, a lot of times, you know?
It feels like the meta's moved on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Or the
I don't
game in general, that she's just
anymore.
been power crept. Yeah.
So this is, the thing with the deck then is it is a little more chessy, than a late night relikes, but like it becomes instinctual when you play it enough. And that is, you gotta be, because you're Miss Marveling, you know, you gotta take some care into how you build things. And you know, you want to spread out your twos, but this is, okay, the other pieces, I've mentioned a Sarah is in this deck. Oh, because, right, obviously Moonstone, I've already said, like, because we do have Iron Man and Mystique in the deck with all these ongoing cards, because Goliath, right? And Moonstone's like a lot of the flex in this deck too. Like in the middle, are you trying to build a Mr. Fantastic, Moonstone, Goliath, you know what I mean? Like thing in the middle, are you trying to build a Miss Marvel, Onslaught? Like, you know, you're thinking about those things, you're placing out, you know, your cost to like have Miss Marvel if you can in mind, but Iron Man, this is the most fun I've ever had playing Iron Man, because normally it's like, you know, like Tony Stark is like a big expensive man, you know, fancy suit, fancy car, but like he is so cheap. When you have a Ravonna under a Moonstone and a Sarah on the board. And that's like just another way you can win big cubes, because people aren't expecting you to play like a 2-cost Iron Man followed by a 1-cost Mystique followed by like 1 or 2 other cards. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And you're just like, followed by your Shadow King that just negated everything they just did. Okay. So we have fun. But that's the flex, because it's like, Moonstone works with Goliath. You can kind of build out different things. You got to like think about where you might want to Shadow King later, what you're going to lockjaw. Do you want to lockjaw early? You want to lockjaw late? I think I mentioned every card in the deck, and I only had one run where I was playing where I like took some screenshots. But I did post a bunch of me beating Shalao in our Speakeasy Discord channel because, if you find that code frustrating because you faced it a lot, it's really fun to just show yourself beating it over and over and over again.
Oh my gosh, I might have to take a page out of your book with the screenshot dump, because sometimes I do find myself hoarding beautiful screenshots like a dragon when I have a deck that I'm excited about. And, I don't know. But if people like that you did it, maybe they'll like it if I do it. I don't know. I don't know.
You have to peruse them and be like, I took this because it was fun, but it was playing against a bot, clearly. So, it's not impressive. So I got to share this one. I had to go through it okay, no, this was bot. Okay. I was excited to share this deck. Hopefully,
did you come up with the? I'm not saying you couldn't. I just haven't seen it before. Did you come up with the Ms. Marvel and M'Baku interaction?
I mean, as far as I know,
because M'Baku's targeted now, right? So if you set up Ms. Marvel, M'Baku is targeted now. So your middle lane is full. Ms. Marvel, you already have one lane where you have activated Ms. Marvel. So it's like, you're guaranteeing M'Baku's going to show up right where he needs to activate the other lane. It's pretty interesting.
So maybe I'm outing myself as someone who hasn't played enough M'Baku, but what do we mean by he's targeted now? What changed? What does he do?
He jumps to your
lowest power?
Not full lane with the lowest power. It's Proxima Midnight.
Okay. People are playing M'Baku against me. I should probably have read the card a little more carefully. But good for M'Baku, being good at his job.
Okay, but when he shows up and wins you the game by completing a Miss Marvel lane, your opponent is like, once I played someone called M'Baku in Joy, and I was like, oh!
Yes! You can revel in it together.
I got too excited. I was really excited. Okay.
There are hundreds of us.
I gotta clean up.
Okay. M'Baku is... I was going to say something and I'm just flabbergasted by this excitement. Okay. No, you're right, Ree. Winning because of M'Baku is one of the best feelings in the game, and so maybe you have made a dopamine machine, because M'Baku normally only swings 3 power, right? And there's exceptions, like in C3, he obviously swings a lot more power.
That's where I see him.
Yeah. Yeah. It's C3 seems to be the main place where I see M'Baku. Every now and then I see somebody doing cute things with Blink and M'Baku. But I think Lockjaw is a great way to do it. Replaying an activate card on purpose is interesting. But look, if you're doing M'Baku and you're doing it with Ms. Marvel and there's an onslaught on there, he's swinging 13 power sometimes, possibly even more.
I've played a ton of Scarlet Spider. I would dare say more than any of you, because he's been in my buff deck for quite a while. But I have always said that if I'm going to play an activate card, it's going to be 2 cost or less. Yeah, and right. Lockjaw is grandfathered in, right? We love Lockjaw from the old days. Memory, we will always remember Thor Lockjaw. Enjoyers out there who remember now. It's a good time. It's gone from us forever, and we won't punish Lockjaw for that. He was such a good boy. To be honest.
The deck looks fun.
That's what's exciting. I forgot to mention. Okay, it's so thematic that Lockjaw is with Miss Marvel. Because, Lockjaw existed before, nobody cares that much about the Inhumans, to be honest. X-Men are around.
No.
Okay.
It's true.
But so Lockjaw was around, but after Miss Marvel was created, they paired her with Lockjaw because she's, both inhuman and a mutant. And she was running around. It was a big thing that they were kind of together in the comics, even though originally they weren't created together. They became a pairing,
I didn't know that.
Like a Deadpool and Wolverine kind of are now, Anyway, so it's really cool that they're together in a deck, and I just wanted to brag on my theminess. That's all.
Good.
Plus, Sarah, I miss playing. We all miss playing Sarah because she has such good variants, and it's been hard to find reasons to. Compared to Surge. Okay.
I got to Infinite on day 3 or so using Ben's deck. I made it to 85 doing fun, silly stuff, exploring new cards and whatever, but I kind of felt stuck-ish in the mid-80s and then just absolutely cruised to 100 thanks to Shola. And Maverick and Brood doing nasty things as a combo. I entered at 589, which I normally don't talk about. I just think it's interesting to compare to what Ben's doing, but I have since decayed to 4,700-ish. So yeah, I just, that's just if you can get, if you want to be top 1,000, just get in early.
You still have to keep showing up after that. Because if you get in early and then you stop playing ladder, you will be overtaken.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to finish in top 1,000, you got to grind to earn it. But if you just want to be there for a second, just get in there early.
Although last season I had a very late
grind.
I had a super duper late Infinite finish after falling all the way back down into the 80s from the 90s, and they still somehow spat me out with more than usual my amount of SP, which really confused me. So I don't know. It's weird.
SP is it's a black box.
It is a bit.
I think the biggest news of this week is not a video that's going to be very accessible to people, but I worked with Scott. This is for once a month we do a champions video for 4th location, which is for our people at the higher tiers. So this is a target audience of just a few people, but it's one of the perks. But I wanted Scott, who builds tons and tons of decks, to talk me through how I should fix my favorite deck in the game, which is a Valkyrie Cersei deck. And because it has a few things, it's been nerfed a few times. It was rocking magic and probably didn't need magic. That was the first change he recommended. And the main thing that prompted this was Sam Wilson changing from an ongoing, from generating the shield for free to being on reveal. We actually ended up keeping Sam despite that being
he's still
the
awesome.
Impetus.
He rules.
Yeah, it's just my deck wants a lot of bodies. It's Valkyrie and Mockingbird and Cersei, and it's I need things to hit with that. And so his job was give me free thing to hit. Anyway, it's if you're a fan of that deck, I call it Cleanup Crew. I'll put the updated version in the show notes. I've played it a few times so far. We put in we took out Magic and who else did we cut? And we put in Grandmaster and Nico Minoru. So Nico is just I don't know why she wasn't already there. She probably was in a previous version because she works great with the Hood and with Valkyrie, who are both here.
Yeah.
Grandmaster, I'm not sure about yet, especially cutting
I'm also
magic.
not sure.
With magic, I could do Valkyrie Grandmaster or Cersei Grandmaster on the last turn.
Do you have any other source of acceleration or anything? Is there any other way to get to 7 on 6?
Merlin.
Do you have Merlin's in there?
Merlin's here, although I really don't like using Once in Future in this deck because it's a bodies deck. So that's also I didn't know if Merlin's even right in this deck, but we kept him. So
I bet he is. Yeah, there'll be squirrels, there'll be ninjas, there'll be rocks.
Polymorphing isn't the worst thing in the world either.
No, super is not. In fact, I would argue it's closer to the best.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I have Hood and Mysterio illusions and voids. I have lots of things to hit.
Yeah, if you're playing Hood, you kind of have to play Merlin, in my opinion.
There were some other suggestions, but Grandmaster sounded more fun than some of the other ones, like Kate Bishop was suggested. But Grandmaster sounded fun, so I'm trying him first. And I've only played a handful of games with this so far, but I am enjoying it. So I'll have an updated version of that. Yeah.
Remind me to say some disparaging things about Kate Bishop later, because I also had her in one of my decks and then took her out because I did not think she.
Do you want to just let it rip now? Why are we waiting?
Because the card, the deck has a card in it that we're going to be talking about later.
Okay, I'll try to remind you, even though I don't know what the trigger is.
We should on Kate Bishop.
Okay. Oh, not right now. Okay, I misunderstood. Anyway, High Voltage. I did not get the premium pass. I just completed missions and got Dragon Lord in 2 days and change, which is
I already have. Oh no, I already have Dragon Lord. Okay, yeah.
He was really easy to get, and I applaud that aspect of High Voltage Overdrive this time around. I like getting the card in 2.5 days, although I don't think that's going to help them sell premium passes.
Especially, I did. Okay. I had the opposite experience where I got burned last time. Like, I got the premium pass last time. I didn't finish it. Then I spent more gold to complete it. Then I didn't even spend all the tokens I got in the shop because I didn't it was just like I'm like, this is it. I'm never getting the season pass. And then I saw, I'm like, okay, I'm just like the top reward. It was like Chibi Ring Gonzalez Dragon Lord, and I just spent all the rest of my gold on all the Chibi variants, Dragon Rings you can pick up, and it's to be collection complete. Not. I don't even think I have all the Chibi Dragon Rings probably, but so I did get it, and I am I do have Dragon Lord. In fact, I've been using him in High Voltage. have been too lazy to make a deck specifically for it. I made a deck of literally all 5 cost cards. And I play it regardless. I play regardless of what the mission is.
That's pretty much what mine is too. Yeah.
And now I'm at the I have been playing it more. After the last experience, I'm like, fine, I log in more and play it and make sure I get this stuff. And now I'm the next thing I will get will be the end of the track.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe premium helps more than I realized.
I have some
surprised
High Voltage thoughts myself.
Oh, this is the High Voltage section now.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I thought that's what we were doing. Should I?
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I bought the premium pass just today before we recorded and got Dragon Lord. Because I'd been playing the High Voltage. And it was fine. You know what? I'll say it. High Voltage Overdrive is better than regular High Voltage. It's more fun. You can queue into it with a regular deck. If you forget, it's fine. It's better than regular High Voltage. I still don't like it very much. You still can't snap. It's still goofy as hell. There's too much going on. The charge thing will always happen. Don't even try to stop it from happening. It's just going to happen. It's fine. There's not a lot of depth. But it's timing
when it does happen matters sometimes.
Yeah, you can sometimes make it matter a little bit, but mostly we're just
you gotta juice up cool the weakest, so it takes out all their shit.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can't leverage them at all. I'm just saying it's goofy chaos mode, and there's not as much. I don't know. There's not as much room for finesse and finagling and this, that, and the other. But I didn't hate it as much as usual High Voltage. However, I was having so much fun playing real Marvel Snap and Conquest and Ladder and stuff that I found myself yesterday being I cannot be bothered to check in every 8 hours or so to do these friggin' missions. So that's why I got the pass. And I really do kind of want the Rian Gonzalez Dragon Lord variant, but I don't think I'm gonna finish that. I've missed too many mission refreshes. It's not gonna happen for me. But I did want to get the card, so I dropped the money. So second dinner, whatever they did this time, they struck the right balance. They made regular Snap fun enough for me to play that I wanted to spend the gold to. Maybe that's the trick. Keep the main game fun.
Pay to skip chores. Yeah. That's right. That's not right. That's twisted. Mobile games events are supposed to get you in and playing the game actively, and new and returning players, but also like to be exciting for the consistent players.
I just wanted more time to play the event. I want to play real Marvel Snap with like exciting decks that I'm excited about, because like I've got decks that I'm excited. I've been building decks in the past couple weeks that I haven't even talked about on the show because there's just not time. Wow. Oh my gosh.
The monetization of events is so goofy in this game. They haven't figured it out, and I look forward to them maybe someday figuring it out. I'm gonna rapid fire some pros and cons on High Voltage. Pro, okay. I got the card for free in like less than 2.5 days. That's awesome. Con, the premium pass doesn't get you straight to Dragon Lord. Like, they made it easier to get for free and harder to get for premium. That's goofy. Don't do that. They've set the precedent that premium gets you the card. They should just stick with that. Even though I was just saying pay to skip the events. Silly.
I mean, it got me the card based on the relative. I mean, I guess I must have played like a fair amount. Also, I will mention that when I was playing High Voltage Overdrive on purpose and not queuing in with decks intended for other modes, the deck that I used was the Scott Denham original from Fourth Location, and it was the ongoing deck, and it mostly seemed to win, and I enjoyed playing it. I thought it was very reliable, very hard to fuck up, and it won a lot. So go to Fourth Location and get that Scott ongoing deck. That's what I say.
Here. Pro, I really like the events not being ticketed, and that's one thing High Voltage gets right. Con,
agree.
It only holds 3 missions. You are burning missions if you skip a single 8-hour block. This is your most casual mode, I would argue. Stop. Like, there is no other mode where you get burned for not playing for one single 8-hour block, right?
I mean, there has been in the past. But they fixed them all except for this one. Yeah.
Team Clash, you'll burn missions after 16 hours. Or like the other things, you can burn tickets after 24 hours. If you get all the way down to 0. No, I guess it is after 16 hours. You would be over 9 at that point. So the other modes, basically, you start burning stuff at 16 hours. Why is High Voltage still burning stuff at 8? That's stupid.
I agree, because some people, like, it's just not realistic, and they may want to put that grind in even, but they only have a time period where they can do it, and it's really unfriendly and a real turnoff to people to be like,
honestly, I think
this is going to happen in a time you can't even play.
I might not have fallen off if it had been like a 16-hour situation, but just like once you miss the first mission refresh, it's kind of like, and then you miss another one, and then it's just like, fuck it. I'm having fun playing real Marvel Snap. I'm gonna go do that in Snap.
This is already something that I was passionate about, but then I had like a reader point out to me that like their sleep schedule lines up with the 8-hour cycle, so there's just one of them they just can't do, and I'm like,
that you just can't do. Yeah,
you either have to mess up your sleep schedule for Dragon Lord, or you say, well, I guess I'm missing a third of the missions, and that sucks. Like, it really does. I just feel so player hostile, and do better, second dinner. And finally, it's neither a pro or a con. Just personally, I don't like High Voltage or Overdrive. I don't even know if I would say Overdrive's better, but they're my personal 2 least favorite events. I know some people love them, so I'm perfectly happy for them to be in the game, but yeah, they feel so vapid, and I don't. Really?
Okay.
You like it, huh?
I feel like you're dogging it too much, because it's still at least like slightly shorter, and you have to remember, I'm an RSM enjoyer though, which neither of you are. So like, to me, getting the random cards and like, and you know me, I love like like some people, that's why I hate big combo decks. I like to have flexibility because like, and I play board games that way too. I'm not operating to like, this is the plan I'm going to execute and it's going to happen or I'll fail and lose. You know what I mean? And I like to like do it. So this, right, with the random cards, with the timing of the overdrive effect, it lets me prove how much smarter I am with what I'm giving than my opponent. And sometimes that's enjoyable with me. Also, I get to play all these 5 cards that it, like have like, when do I get to play Gamora? Like ever outside of this? You know? Yeah, go ahead, say.
I don't have anything against RSM. There's other things I'd rather be doing, but like RSM on ladder is a different experience. I agree that like, yeah, playing like a shield deck and having random cards to play with it is somewhat interesting and definitely skill testing, but in high voltage, it doesn't matter. And maybe we've had this conversation before. Maybe I just need to trick myself into thinking that winning matters in high voltage, but it just feels like my decisions don't matter. And even if they do matter, who cares if I beat my opponent? We're all just here for missions. Like winning doesn't do anything. 20 volts. Woo.
You know, the most like emotionally anything that I felt during high voltage was somebody gave me a rude emote mid game and I forfeited the match. And that's like my biggest emotional memory of high voltage. So,
oh my god,
who the fuck is doing BM in high voltage? Right?
People do it everywhere.
Oh my gosh, people beast emote me in high voltage. I'm like, look at my
Jesus
deck.
Christ,
I'm
can we delete
just
the
trying
beast
to play
emote?
5 costs.
I mean, I thought Miss Minutes was my most hated emote because people miss minutes me all the time because I take a long time to take my turns because I like to win and think about things and like make the right play and like get cubes at the end. But yeah, I get missed minutes a lot, but like, man, I think I fucking hate that beast emote even more.
Audience, and you two, I'm interested in this too. When people miss minutes do you play faster or slower or no different?
I stick to my normal behavior and I throw them in Agatha.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of the things that Agatha's good for.
Oh, really? I
guess you're
auto
muting
mute
everybody.
Everyone, so I never see it if they do. It doesn't bother me. It's made the game so much more pleasant.
I normally play very fast. If I'm playing slow, it could be I'm thinking, but it's most likely I'm watching TV or letting the dog out or doing laundry, right? Most of the time I'm playing the game fast. And so when people miss minutes me, I'm like, okay, we're going to play a 6-minute game. I'm that petty.
Also, yes, sometimes I am multitasking. That's why you're misminutesing me, is because I'm cooking. You know?
Yeah, it's like, I've got time. I don't know what your hurry is.
But yeah, I'm either multitasking or thinking really hard about the plays. So, I don't know.
Can I tell you, there is one thing that would make me like high voltage a lot more as a mode, and that's if the turn timer was like 20 seconds.
Super short. That would be kind of
exciting. Let's make the fast mode fast.
Yeah, I'd actually be
okay.
surprisingly into that, I think.
Yeah, I think a blitz mode would be super fun.
All the reasons you don't like it make it good for late night re because like it's for the things I mentioned, but then if I like missed something and was stupid and like wasn't, it's like I can pay half a time to the game, and it doesn't really matter at all. You know what I mean? Like there weren't stakes.
Well, it's funny. It's funny because I am a huge proponent. As much as you guys do. I'm a huge proponent of getting an unranked mode into the game as a permanent feature. Like, let me from day one play Infinite Ladder, but without rank. I would love that. But I also criticize high voltage, and that's like something I've got to square in my mind. Is like, okay, I don't like high voltage because the stakes don't matter.
The unranked mode. It's not even Marvel's. I think it.
Yeah. So I think like unranked mode, you are inherently buying in as either I'm here to just goof off and have fun, or I'm here to try to win in a mode where the wins matter only for this one game and contribute to nothing else. Whereas high voltage, there is actually like something you're working for, right? I don't know. All right. Well, fun impromptu topic on high voltage.
Do we have any thoughts?
Yeah,
about
I thought we were going to anyway after the. I wanted to. Okay, sorry. Before we finish, I wanted because this starts with high voltage. I did want to.
Lauren has abandoned us. Okay, she's back.
I don't know what Ree's about to ask us about. We can talk about Dragon Lord this week or next. I've played him enough.
Okay, well, I haven't played him at all. I just got him.
What were you going to bring up,
What were
Ree?
you saying, Ree?
Okay. I was saying I wanted to bring up, because it starts in high voltage, that it's buggy, right? I don't know. I got some free stuff from SD dinner. I assume maybe it was related to that. I didn't even look up. I'm like, this has got to be related. Like, the high voltage bug is like you finish a thing and you can't like click on it. I don't know if this is for everyone. I just assume it's for a lot of people.
It's for everybody as far as I know.
Yeah. It takes several seconds.
And this is kind of like, I know, like, I've worked on mobile stuff, and it's like the kind of stuff you just needed to like fix faster, and it's like, usually I can.
And the fact that it happens every time doesn't mean that, like, they couldn't have missed it if they tested it even once, because it happens literally every time.
Yeah, that's why that one bothers me. It's like, it's one thing if you didn't catch some niche interaction that was going to take you a super long time or millions of players to find, but claiming 2 missions in high voltage, like really?
And it's not fixed. It's not fixed yet. It's still broken, which means your dev team isn't big enough or good enough or something. Okay,
they don't
anyway.
hold themselves to a very high standard sometimes, and it pisses me off.
Like, I have been playing Snap, and the bugs have been getting worse. These are the most. This is the most buggy game that I've played this long. I play FF14, which does a lot more than Snap does, and it is not this buggy. I've been playing Hades too, you know what I mean? Or any other live service game. But this game is getting worse. Like, the collection screen bugs really have gotten obnoxious when I'm trying to move around my collection or do the unclaimed rewards. Like, I had a game the other day, and this isn't the only time. It's been happening a lot more to me recently, where it crashed. The game crashed, and I was annoyed because I was going to 8 cubes this person because I knew they didn't know I was going to win, and I knew I was going to win. It was one of those things where I was I was invested. I was into this game. The game crashes, and I'm going back and I'm like, load, let me get back on. Oh my gosh. And then it takes forever, and then it hiccups, and it like starts reloading. I'm like, oh, and then I reconnect into the game, right? And it starts, I'm like, oh, please, yes. Let me take my turn. Crashes again as it tries to reload, and it's just like, you know, by the time I get in, it's just like, and this has been happening more, and it is frustrating. And it's like, you need, like, it's like, you're not this level of game if your game is this buggy, and it needs to be more of a priority. It really does, over anything else they're doing. They need to make the game playable in a way that it's like little bugs here and there I've been able to laugh about, but it is overall getting to a state where I am rage quitting because the game is breaking on me too much, rather than because I'm a sore loser, which is usually why I'm rage quitting the game. And like, so, you know, and I felt like it was important. Like, I know I was real hype, and I want to interrupt because I was excited to get in and play this week and play the deck, but the bugs have gotten bad. and things that I would think would be a priority, like their event that's only around 1 week, you can't click on the stuff, you know, like, it feels like it would be more of a priority to fix that quickly, when it's the kind of bug I feel like should be fixable quickly, to be honest. To developer.
They've built up a ton of tech debt in this game, and it's always hard to sell the higher ups on, let's stop shipping new features or things that we can monetize, and let's focus on the tech debt. But it seems silly to me to be focusing on like new and returning players when the game is getting so buggy that you're going to start bleeding players. Like, how many casual players are going to stick around if it's crashing constantly? I hear from dedicated players where on their device, the game crashes every like 2 or 3 games. And I'm like, I don't know if I would keep playing. And I love this game. Like, that's rough. Okay. Let's talk about this week's card. Lin Lie Iron Fist. 2/2. On reveal, add the Sword of Fushi to another location. Sword of Fushi. It's It's actually like he, like HSI. Anyway, 2/2. Ongoing, if Lin Lie Iron Fist is here, he has +7 power. Did you get him? Have you played with him?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't, so go ahead, give it. No, I mean, tell us what you've been doing.
You're
taking
all
a
right.
drink.
Gotta take a big coffee. All right. I've been having. I didn't play with Lin Lie until it had been out for at least a day. The Cord. So this is actually a fairly recent cook. Like, this is a yester cook right here. It's a deck that I'm calling Wild Move. Originally, it was Undying Fists, and it had all 3 Iron Fists in it. Also, this is the deck that had Kate Bishop in it, but does no longer. And wow, I just think Prowler is way better than Kate Bishop. Just way better than Kate Bishop in general. And this is a deck that likes to have some bodies, although it does not struggle to put down bodies, because let me tell you about all these cards that make other cards. Ooh, baby, what's in Wild Move? It's Aranya, Nico Minoru, Spider-Ham, Surge, Lin Lie Iron Fist, Captain America. Which one? Sam Wilson, you fucking know it. Captain Carter. Oh, the captains. Maverick. Yeah, he's around. Prowler, Fanfei, Sholau the Undying, and Aurora. All right, so what we do there is, you play good cards at the end, like Sholau and or Aurora. I mean, usually it seems to be one or the other, but sometimes you play Sholau on 5 and Aurora on 6, and that's fine. But yeah, it's got a little bit of move stuff. Here's a cool tip about Lin Lie. If you play Lin Lie in the middle, and you've got Fanfei, you can always get the sword and the fist together, because if the
that's if you
sword
play
goes,
Fanfei after, right?
Yep. But I mean, that's what you do, because one of them costs 2 and one of them costs 4. And
Lin Lie later. Anyway, that is cool.
You could play Lin Lie later, and sometimes I do like to play Lin Lie later, because you can manipulate where you can guarantee the position of the sword. So that's cool. I found the sword to be super helpful, just constantly hitting Death's Domain, soaks up an Aurora buff. Even if you don't bring them together, I still think this card is like good. I think it like works. Just reaching into other lanes, and also just like putting down bodies for Captain Carter. Captain Carter and Sam Wilson are both great with Fanfei. My favorite thing to do in move stuff, and it has been for some time with Sam, is you move the shield back onto Sam, and then you do like Heimdall or something, or in this case Fanfei, and scoot them both together, so you get +4 in a single turn on Sam. That's neato. Other than that, we're doing Captain Carter, Maverick, Sholau stuff, same as in my Surfer deck. Ooh, baby, Prowler doing some good work. I love playing Prowler and getting skills for free, but what I have noticed, it's very often just correct to play Prowler if Prowler's around, because the sooner you get those skills, the sooner you can play those skills, and the skills are really good, even if you pay the 1 energy for them. Paying 1 energy to get more energy next turn, pretty cool. Moving things. Also, everything in this deck moves stuff to the right. So, that's the thing to keep in mind. If you're going to play Lin Lie not in the middle, you probably want to play Lin Lie on the left. This deck just seems to win a lot. Got tickets and stuff. I've got 1 Infinity ticket with it so far, and I'm well on my way to the next one. It just seems to stomp, and I highly recommend it. Spider-Ham is a real good card. These activates, they're, it's not that, like, it's a deck with a lot of good cards in it, and Aurora is pretty cool, they're activates, ongoings, on reveals, not a lot of end of turns. Couldn't really. I looked at all the end of turn cards and I said no to each one of them individually. But I hope people play that deck because I think it's another club banger. I don't know what to tell you. It's really fun. Seems to win a lot. Oh yeah, and the card, Lin Lie, good in it. Seems like a real card. I've seen some other people trying some things with the card, and I think, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm surely a little too close to the story, perhaps a little bit biased, but like, I kind of think that what I'm doing with Lin Lie is like the right way to be doing Lin Lie. That's what I think.
I have been impressed with this card, and it is fun. I think we all knew going into it, we were thinking about move and bounce, but I've seen at least 2 other things, maybe 3 if we count Aurora as a separate thing. C2, which is funny, but yeah, it's Mr. Sinister split over multiple lanes, and you know what you can do with that? You can put the sword in a closed off storm lane. So I think that's pretty cute and cool. And the other thing I've seen people doing with it is doing like Frigga Bastion type stuff. And then we're like, we're not moving the swords or the Lin Lias at all. We're just making a bunch of them and having them throw swords at each other.
Honestly,
like,
yeah, that's
cool.
very good. That's one of the things that Nico's for in my deck is perhaps to get a second
cloning. Yeah. And I mean, and there's multiple, right? That might mean that you have Lin Lie in 2 different lanes and they both have a sword, or it could be you have 2 swords on a single one and that's like plus 14 power. Like, it's not that upsetting. I've seen people doing Ancient One on the sword, which will change Lin Lie's text to buff himself, which is pretty cool. Anyway, I expected him to be good, but I wasn't necessarily expecting him to be super fun, but I've had a lot of fun with him. And if any of those sort of archetypes are interesting to you, you should be considering it. Also, this base art is so good. Like,
oh yeah,
they should probably keep Ryan Kinneard for the sake of selling variants. But I think Sholao is the only dragon card that the base art wasn't colored by, that the base art was colored by Kinneard, the normal colorist of base art, and all the other ones were done by one of these studios, and like you can tell it's different. Okay, that's Lin Lie. Next week's card, just a vibe check. Fang Foom, 7/12, on reveal, gain the power of front row enemy cards. Here, Ben has been super high on this card all along.
Yeah, I remain super high on this card.
The impending release. Yeah.
What was that?
I'm just wondering how we're feeling about the impending release of this very large card.
I think it's going to be super easy to play. I think that if you don't have priority going into the final turn, you can surely identify some lane that Fang Foom will just win. Like, if they haven't filled the front row somewhere, they're going to fill the front row with something big, and you can just straight up counter it, gobble it, overpower it. Yeah, I really think, like, we haven't had a 7 energy card that is intended to be played for good value. That's like not a thing we've ever done, and we've wanted it. I think that
you could argue Galacti as that, but it's like a combo piece, I guess.
Yeah, and like you have to. This is just like.
Or Scar
as a value. No, that's
you're saying he's not a 7.
Yeah, this is a card that like intends to give you good value for 7 energy. Like, we haven't had one of these, and this is going to be nuts. It's very strong. It will solo lanes all day long. And I mean, you don't have to solo lanes. I mean, you can play it somewhere where you've played 1 to 3 other cards, and I probably won't need to because it's really big. Anybody else have some thoughts beyond it's really big?
It's pretty, I think there's going to be strong.
Yeah, so many ways to cheat it out, right? Like, there's things we've talked about before, Hela and stuff, but there's also new Dragon Lord, and there's Blink, and there's Ree's Jubilee, or not Jubilee, Lockjaw. There's gonna, like, you can have decks that cheat out a lot of stuff, and like, you don't feel bad about M'Baku changing into a Fang Foom. I can't remember who was saying it recently. It might have been Safety Blade on a 4th location video. Somebody recently was saying how Juggernaut is like one of the only cards left in the game, maybe the only card left in the game that just can solo a lane as a single card. or at least like a single card you're playing on the last turn wins you the game. Fang Foom does that. So then it's like, does the energy is the thing that matters. And yeah, there's things like Cosmo and Eliath that might stop him. But, this whole time I've been thinking about Fang Foom taking on a front row that has like 5 power. But like sometimes people leave lanes open, and then Fang Foom could be copying the Infinite, and he has over 30 power all of a sudden. So yeah, he's just sometimes going to be a single card lane winner. Often going to be a single card
usually,
lane winner.
Yeah.
Man, remember
especially
when
if you don't have
Eliath was a scourge? You just said Eliath, and like I never see Eliath anymore.
No.
I still see him sometimes, but like with skills everywhere, and he doesn't hit skills anymore. So I think that really hurt him. But yeah, old Eliath that deleted cards. Ooh, that it might be my least favorite card in the history of this game. It was also one of the first cards that like really rewarded having priority, whereas most cards rewarded not having priority. Like, and there were a few that there was like Juggernaut and Cosmo and Megasonic. Remember? There were others. Yeah.
The leader arrow combo, and this was the same thing. Like they basically, everyone was like, we hate a deck that's just about winning priority and then you win. And then they're like, okay, but we made it a card called a life.
Okay, but we made it one that just deletes your cards. You don't even get to play them somewhere else. They're just gone. This week, there was an OTA. We're going to talk about that. Merlin, our nerf of this OTA, goes from 2-3 to 2-2. Ben first. Ben, you've probably played this card more than... I mean, I've played this card a lot, but you've probably played this card the most.
I mean, I hope everyone's playing this card a lot. This card's nuts.
Everyone's playing Merlin.
On more than one episode of Snap on This, I have expressed a wish that they do exactly this and make this largely symbolic nerf to Merlin, shaving 1 power off of him so that he can still be nuts and do all the things I want him to do, and I don't have to change any of my awesome decks that have Merlin in them. So that's what happened. It will be a little bit harder to target some of the spells because now Merlin starts a little bit smaller, so he's the same size as an America Chavez, for instance. So you have to play them in separate lanes, but you probably were already doing that, and it's gonna be fine. I'm not usually playing Merlin for that last point of power, I'm playing Merlin because I want to play those spells, and it doesn't hurt that one of the spells makes Merlin get big, and that same spell still makes Merlin get big, so he's gonna be just where he was 2-7, he'll now be 2-6, but that's okay because most of the value is in the polymorph and the extra energy and like all that stuff. I mean, also fixing locations. I love fixing like this card is still nuts. This doesn't. I mean, point of power does matter, but this card went from being like, this is like if instead of nerfing Mr. Fantastic First Steps to 3 energy, they just took a point of power off of him. That's the closest. And like Merlin has always been Mr. Fantastic First Steps level good, and he still pretty much is. So keep playing Merlin, I guess, is my advice. Yeah,
I'm glad they didn't kill him off because he is a fun card, right? Like there's
They're
like
gonna have to hit
good
him
cards
again,
that there's good cards that the community hates, and there's good cards that the community's like, that's fine. And I think Merlin is more in the second category. Yeah.
He's a good hang.
Rie, any Merlin?
Like Jeff. Jeff was like the best card in the game at one point, and nobody hated it.
Like, that's fine. Yeah.
No, the only thing I'll say, because it's been said, is just that, this makes me feel less guilty about polymorphing Merlin. And that's about it. About for how change.
Okay. Phantom X goes from 4-6 to 4-7. Otherwise, still the same ability. Still requires you to do the destroy and the discard together. Mm-hmm. Do you think this is good enough for Phantom X?
No, I think this is every bit as symbolic as the Merlin nerf.
Yeah. But he can be a 419 now.
Yeah, he could. Yeah. He was already a 418, and that wasn't good enough because the problem is the conditions and the activate and the fork part. You know, like it's just not. It's still not a plausible design.
In my experience, he's one of the worst cards in his own deck, possibly the worst card in his own deck.
Yeah, I really thought he would be better, but I don't think this makes the difference.
I think I was looking at this saying, like, okay, well, high Evo moving from 4.6 to 4.7 felt different to me as someone who enjoyed it. But I realized the difference with that is that, like, with high, you know, you're not looking to play high Evo. You're doing it because it just happened to be the best choice or the only thing you could play. And Phantom X, it's like you want to play it because you're trying, it's like probably you built your whole deck around hit it off. You know what I mean? So, like, it moving up 1 power doesn't make the ease of activating its condition easier, which is why I assume it's, like, failing. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of Phantom X.
Like, I would have... Like, the high Evo thing feels impactful because that's a 4.6 moving to a 4.7. This is a whatever 18, like, I mean, a 4.18, but also the work and the activate. And, like, I'm sort of folding all that in with the energy cost, and it's no longer simple enough to be made into just a number. But, like, a whatever 18 to a whatever 19, that's not changing anybody's, like, overall. Like, I don't think that's there. The way that a real 4.6 to a real 4.7, as we're going to see later in this OTA, like that is more meaningful because it's a larger proportion of the thing. Or whatever.
I would have really liked to see them split the ability into being -1 for the discard, -1 for the destroy.
Oh, that would be elegant. Wild childy.
Yeah, and I don't know that it would be too strong. Like, 413 is pretty good. Yeah. Or 412 if you didn't give him the PowerPoint. Like, that's pretty good, but, like, you still had to... I mean, 1 discard or 1 destroy is not all that hard to do.
Good is the thing. The 412 thing is, like...
Yeah, it's like Ares level, right? It's like, it's fine, but... Anyway... Vulture, Multiple Man, and Fanfei all getting a point of power. They said to counteract, you know, they're slowly tuning move in a world where they have hit Human Torch, and they don't want the only move strategy to be move 1 person, 1 card around a whole ton and benefit off of that. So Vulture to 1/3, Multiple Man to 2/4, and Fanfei to 4/5.
I don't play Vulture because I like cards that can carry their own weight from one location to another. Like, there's enough of those now. It's like, why would I bother with one that makes me do the work?
Well, the reason I wouldn't bother with this one is the +3 part. Yeah, the reason why old Vulture was cool was because it did +6 when you moved it 1 time. So, like, you're still not getting...
So wild.
You're still not getting anything from this card. Like, it needs to get bigger when it moves than +3, which is not worth the price of admission. But you know what card I am actually kind of excited about? I don't even know if this card did this buff. No. Multiple Man. I bet Multiple Man is secretly good right now. With Maverick and Sholau. Like, I think we make massive multiple... like. Just throw it on Topaz, and I mean, like, I don't know. Like, there's something, like, I really think it's probably not that hard to get meaningfully huge multiple men and kind of a lot of them. I bet multiple men is actually good right now. I haven't built the deck yet, but, like, I was thinking about it. And I was thinking, like, it would probably be fine at 2/3. I think, like, the ingredients are here. We can make a wonderful recipe if we think about it for a second. Not on the...
But in my experience, nobody is playing it outside of Phoenix Force, right? Like, I see multiple man, I immediately assume Phoenix Force.
Yeah, this would be like a new kind of deck, a new multiple man centric thing.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Clea and Iron Lad both getting a point of power. Clea going to 1/3. They cited support for the new Shang-Chi card coming later. Iron Lad going to 4/7. Any specific thoughts about these two?
I like both of them.
I mean, I approve of the Clea thing. I also approve of the Iron Lad thing, and I think this is what I was talking about. This 4.6 to 4.7, this feels significant because sometimes Iron Lad's size matters depending on what he's copying. Also, just an honest 4.6 to 4.7 change is that adds weight to the thing. Like Stardust at 4.7 was just a different beast than Stardust at 4.6, and she's still great, but like 4.7 has some juice behind it, you know?
Yeah, I really like this. Iron Lad's a super fun card that I hardly ever see anymore. Except for
I
in
like
like
that they said that. They're like, we buffed him because he's fun. And I was like, I agree.
Yes, good. Bravo. Make the cards that are fun more playable. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Clearly the game's just scaled around him and he needs to catch up.
And Clea's fun. One day I'm going to deck build with her. I've been meaning to for a while, but the spark hasn't happened yet. I'm into her as a card, though.
Marvel Boy could be a good start for you. I know that you've liked that card in the past.
I've definitely played some Marvel Boy.
Dragon of the Moon. Already, it's been 1 week. Goes from 3-2 to 3-4. What, they just like had an abundance of caution? We all, like, pretty much everybody ranked Dragon of the Moon as the worst card of the season.
Justification here. They're like, we weren't quite sure how it would land given its unique characteristics. What's so hard to analyze about this card? It's like, it's on its face garbage. Like, the fact that their supposed uncertainty, like, well, maybe there's something here. That tells me that they don't understand how the game works. I don't know.
It's interesting what they consider. Because, look, like, Shou Lao is obviously overpowered, but they're fine with that because it's buffing your own cards. They were worried about this card that steals power because they thought, like, it would annoy players instead of players just laughing it off because it's meaningless. Yeah. So it's interesting how they look at it, right? Because you can see it's like here they're like, like when you look at where they're so careful and where they clearly like knew something was going to be OP and just didn't care, like, we'll nerf it next month or whatever, you know?
Now, I do kind of agree. Dragon of the Moon feels bad, and it's not just Dragon of the Moon itself. It's what it comes with, right? Black Widow, Baron Mordo, Master Mold, not very good cards.
If the deck was good. But yeah, if that was too good, you would hate it.
Right, they're not good cards, but also I don't want to run into a lot of Master Mold. Like, it's not a fun card to play against. So
I wish they would fix Widow.
Okay with them being cautious on this.
Widow too easily gets too good, and then they nerf her into unplayable, like, again. You know what I mean?
Yes,
and
also
like,
other Widow.
Not gonna play. Yeah. Also, wait, with the poor Widows. Okay.
So Rhea already hinted at it a little bit, but I think we should briefly talk about Shou Lao not getting hit in this first week, even though also like clearly too strong.
Yeah. It's wild.
They just want to sell more season passes.
I mean, yeah, I thought if there was a candidate for being like the quickest season pass card nerf in a while, I thought maybe it would be this one, but I guess plot armor is real.
Surtur was pretty fast. Well, like, if to my memory, Surtur was one that they nerfed while he was still the season pass card. Does that sound right?
Maybe. I'm not certain about that, but it was definitely within like the season after. But it was like a week. Maybe his own season. Let's.
It was
check.
like a week. Went from 3.5 to 3.4 in like a week. So, it's not. It is precedented. Is there any chance that Shou Lao is secretly being overrated by players, but really, when you look at the stats for the player base at large, it's not actually that good?
Not a chance.
I don't think so either. Okay. just wondering. Zombie Galacti. Not a stat change, but the card changes so that it can only infect characters, not skills.
Yuck.
You don't like it?
No, I think this is
makes it too easy to target, or
yeah, I think it just means you're playing Majestic Wingbeat, you're playing Deafening Chord. How many more good skills? I mean, don't think maybe we just start with maybe we put the hunger in as well. But point is, you just want to know which things are going to be zombie galacti, and like it makes everything more consistent and predictable, and majestic wingbeat stocks are way up. That's what I say. I don't like this at all. I think it makes zombie galacti better, like not a little bit better, but like a lot of bit better. And I don't think it's healthy or good. And I think it was fine that there was this little obstacle for those decks. I don't think we want zombie galacti to be too good. I think, I don't know. I think they're just overcompensating because the zombie season was another season where they're like, we don't know what cards are good, and they put out a real stinker, and now they're determined to make it relevant, and I think it's a mistake. They should have just designed a better card in the first place.
Agree?
Yeah, I mean, mostly selfishly, I don't have this card. I forget to look out for it. I just do it occasionally. So, nerf it.
I will say I don't see it a ton in game. It does surprise me sometimes, but in my position of running Snap decks on Twitter, the Japanese players play this card a lot. So I think it might be something that our server, the American server, is underrating how good Zombie Galacti might be. I mean, I don't know if they're playing them in a world with Sholau, but tell you, if you're not teched, Zombie Galacti is one of those cards like Mr. Negative, where like if you're not teched for it, it's just going to trample you.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the OTA. On to our side quests. First up, and only this week, Secret Homework, which was assigned by Ree.
Okay. So mine was to challenge yourself for the new year with something that would make you happy or bring you joy. And bonus points if it connects you to other people. And I talked about I'd made a challenge to like watch a particular movie each month, selected by my friends, of which my January movie is Nimona. And I haven't watched it, but I still have half the month, so good time. So I did. I was like, well, I guess I already said that. So I did do a new challenge, and I joined, or I'm joining to preface, my board game retreat is in like 2 weeks. Oh, it's so close. I know, it's so exciting. We get hyped. It's so fun because like someone will just be like this morning, my friend was just like, 2 weeks, get spooky, and then everyone posts spooky gifs, and then the last person before me did a gif of like some skeletons dancing, which immediately made me think of two game scenarios. One being in King's Quest 6, where the bones are dancing before you get into the land of the dead. If you know, you know. And then the other one would be Guitaru Man, which I know I mentioned in the podcast before. There's like the bone dancing trio, and that's what I posted a gif of. And then some people like Guitaru Man, which is like my favorite when I mention a rare obscure thing, and like other people get it. Okay, appreciate it. And you'll be like, yes, we love it. Sorry, what were you saying?
I love that you have the board game retreat. Of course, itself is fun and something that you're always like happy to have attended and all that. It's, but I love that you have this like semi-annual thing that you get to be excited about. Right? Like,
but it's all the little rituals
so hard to find.
Too. Right, yeah. You put into it, like when you have to craft these things. Like I said, like we build the playlist, and I made a challenge which some people joined in on, where but everyone does what they want, where we like put together playlists. So there's all this like build up to it, excitement. This year we're doing hoodies, like costs keep going up on things, but like with art, like we're now officially like frog mascotted. Okay, anyway, sorry, it's the whole thing. Sorry, I'm just too excited about it. Okay, but someone from there started a book club, which I'm joining, which I've never really done except for once awkwardly, like for work, because my assigned work mentor made me. I was like the only one that read the books. It was very weird. Anyway.
Mandatory book club is the worst book club.
Right? And then like when no one else reads and it's all your coworkers and you're the newest, youngest, it was weird. And it like didn't make book clubs awesome for me. Anyway.
Well, also there was the one time you joined the book club with Blade and Carol Danvers and Captain America and Wolverine.
Oh, that was fun. And Midnight Suns, that did bring book club back. Okay, but someone started, and I am so excited, because at first to me it was kind of weird, because I love reading books, but it's like, oh, we're gonna get around in a social event where we're not playing a board game or anything, we're just sitting around talking. But it's like, wait, talking about we book, and then what do we say? Like, just like, oh, hey, remember when that scene was awesome? Or like, hey, did you think about, like, is this like a theory you have? I'm like, oh, okay, now I see it. I do see it. I see the appeal, especially if snacks are involved. But the hard part for me is that this is my board game retreat, which is a little more spread out. It's not all in my city, so it's not live. It's another thing you have to do over Zoom. It's hard for me at all times to be patient and present sometimes, but like, I'm doing it and I'm excited. But I am skipping the first one because it's Handmaid's Tale, and I already read that, and it's just not time I can again right now.
Yeah, that's a little too real in January 2026. That's
it. Yeah, he started. I'm like, I'm doing it, and this is the first book, and I'm like, don't let the bastards grind you down, and I'll see you next month. You know. Okay, that was my challenge. I'm excited for it. I read a lot as a child, and I've kind of fallen out, especially because I'm always behind on my comics. Okay, but next up, because Ben is assigning the new, we do have Lauren. I am very curious to hear someone who continually wants to give yourself more work. How did you find something that would make you happy?
I know. Yeah. The first thing that came to mind last week when you said challenge yourself, and then was one thing, and then you immediately said in a joyful way. And I was like, well, not that. Okay. Yeah. First of all, I want to say I thoroughly enjoyed your explanation of book club as somebody who doesn't do book club. Like, that was you're like, what do you even talk about? That tickled me. I do book club with my sisters and my mom, and it is over Zoom because one of my sisters lives in Chicago, and that's one of the ways I make sure I get to stay in touch with her. I could be better about phone, but I'm not good at phone. I guess that could be my joyful challenge, is to actually call my out-of-state friends and family. I'm very, very bad at that.
Phone calls. We're millennials. Yeah. We can't do it.
Well, the thing is, I like it when they call me. I like it when they call me, but I don't want to be the one calling. And it's not like I need them to prove that they want to talk. It's nothing like that. It's just I don't want to be a burden, and I'm sure people can relate to that feeling. Yeah. And it's probably not a healthy one, but
whether or not it's rational, it's very reasonable. Yeah,
I don't want to interrupt somebody. Like, no, I'm never going to call somebody without texting them first. Anyway,
I thought that's how you just did it, unless it was emergency.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. It's not very fun, but I think it's indirectly joyful, the thing that I came up with. It's something that I have really needed to do anyway, and might as well add some extra incentive and social pressure and whatever to it. Is my sleep schedule is so whack. I need to fix it. I have for a long time had a problem where I could be tired as early as like 6 p.m., and then as soon as everybody else in the house goes to bed, I am suddenly hit with so much energy because it is finally Lauren time. Yeah. And I say that like I don't get it anyway. Like I used to have a much younger child, and obviously then there wasn't a lot of Lauren time. But now I have a 14-year-old. There's plenty of alone time during the day. But yeah, I just have this terrible habit. Certainly ADHD driven habit. And certainly night Lauren not making as good of decisions as daytime Lauren. And so daytime Lauren needs to find like tools to assist, because it's so easy to doom scroll or play Marvel Snap late or get stuck on YouTube or whatever. It's just so easy. It is almost always a screen that sucks me in.
Wait, I told you to pick something that wasn't hard.
Sounds really you told me to pick something joyful. Okay. And so it is not directly joyful and it is not directly social, but it benefits my life in both of those ways. I am sure I will be a more energetic and happy person if I am rested instead of tired all the time. And also, if I'm spending more of my alone time asleep, then I can be more present during my social time, even if it's just with my family. Although I do see other loved ones every now and then, of course. So it's a tough challenge. It's something I was planning on doing this year anyway. And so maybe it's cheating, but I think it might be the thing that gives me the most bang for buck in my life right now.
I love that. There's so much about like our physical health that affects like everything, and we forget. Like you're like, oh yeah, I'm really tired, or I haven't been eating the best, or I haven't been getting any exercise, etc., and so forth. And it's like those things do play, and we're gonna need it. So It's awesome. Ben, what was your challenge?
Well, I wasn't sure which way I wanted to take it. I thought, maybe I should be reading more books, because I used to read more books, and I still read some books, but more often I listen to audiobooks, or I just don't. I mean, like, I got a book last month as a gift, and I got a gift card, and I bought some more books yet to be read. So like that could be my thing, but instead I decided, in the spirit of connection and joy and stuff, that my challenge to myself is to bring more silly little games and creative things to Snap on This in 2026.
Ooh.
So next week, I love
that idea.
Next week, I'm planning. If it doesn't happen next week, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a monthly thing. By the end of the month,
we'll keep it.
I'll be back with a fresh installment of Snap Shooters. If you don't remember what Snap Shooters is, that's when I say two things that sound kind of alike, and you have to pick one, and you can't ask anything about the criteria, or I will get mad. And I did steal it from Stradio Lab, and that's fine. So, yeah, I'm just going to come back with more segments and bits than ever. And
you should make us a bumper for secret homework. Just like, secret homework, I'm Ben Roller.
That's usually how it goes.
It even rhymes.
Sort of.
Slant rhyme. It's a slant rhyme.
And
I'm excited. This benefits me. It makes it more exciting than usual.
Benefits? I don't get to do that with Ben ever. There's always repuns.
I mean, there are Ben puns too if you go looking for them. I just I don't. That's what I do.
I'm so dumb sometimes. You sound so happily, and I'm like, that's good. Okay, sorry.
I love that. I'm very for more bits, for sure. Okay.
That's what we're calling it now. Every time you bring it out, we're like, what's the benefit to the month? Okay.
I suppose I must now assign next week's secret homework.
Mandatory.
So, you may have noticed, or maybe you haven't noticed, because I don't think they're promoting it very aggressively, but there is a Wonder Man miniseries coming to Disney Plus this month. Wonder Man, a Marvel Comics character that does not yet have a Marvel Snap card. And there's no season to go with it or anything. We're not doing those tie-ins anymore. I guess not since Fantastic Four First Steps. I mean, to be fair, there's not a Wonder Man card already, so how are they supposed to sell us a redundant Wonder Man card if they haven't done the first one yet? So I was thinking maybe we could collaborate and come together to design a season, or maybe just the beginnings of a season of maybe the theme of the season could be Hollywood and or West Coast Avengers. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's it. All right, I'm committing. The season is Hollywood and or West Coast Avengers. So I'm thinking. Do you want examples of I don't know. I don't know if I want to burn examples, but I can think of a number of Hollywoodish.
I would like to
research
and be surprised.
Yeah. There are lots of things we could get. Here, I'll say it. There will be a Mysterio variant because he's a special effects guy. Anywho. But there are some other characters that we haven't seen yet that we could get in there. Yeah, so we should each come with 1 or 2 cards. I don't want to make us design 2 cards because that's twice as much secret homework as usual. But you can if you want. But just to design 1
character and 1 skill, because Ben loves standalone skills.
That's what I say to that. I stuck my tongue out, and not in a fun way.
Audio listeners, imagine us. Yeah. In your mind's eye. All right. Well, that sounds fun. Okay. If you like what you heard, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share, etc. Come join us in the Speakeasy. It's our little corner of Discord. We have fun hanging out in there. Part of the Snap Judgments Network. You can find the instructions to get there in the show notes or video description. Listen to other shows on the network, like Snap Decisions from Joe on Mondays. It's good and chill and generally casual, but also has an eye towards other things in pop culture, and maybe that's interesting to you.
Hey, he'll probably tell you about the Wonder Man show. He's not trying to sweep it under the rug. He probably knows all about it.
All sorts of stuff. It really is astonishing that there's nothing coming to Snap for Wonder Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Wild.
Come on. Unless they're going to surprise us and all of a sudden February is Wonder Man season instead of Apocalypse and they're pushing that. There's no way, right? They have hidden data mines from us once before, and that was with the Rivals season. So it's happened.
I don't think they're doing that.
There's no way. There's no way. Disney themselves are not doing a great job of promoting it. From my understanding, the only thing I've seen from it is other people pointing me to it. So
the trailers look fun.
Anyway,
I think it's fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it too. And I haven't seen the trailers, but I've heard good things about them. Anyway, tune in next week. Same Snap time, same Snap channel. I did not give myself enough breath for that one.
We've all been there.
I was halfway through and I was like, I needed to inhale.
We've all made a happy birthday sign.
As always, we've all made a happy birthday sign. What?
The John Mulaney?
What did you just I don't know John Mulaney.
Oh, well, the premise of the bit is that you start making a happy birthday sign, and the first thing you do is a big ass H, and then a big ass A, and then you gotta do a skinny P, and then the other P is hiding under the hump of the first P, and a little twisty Y, and then you get to the second word, birthday, and you forget everything you learned, and you're like, surely more letters will fit in the same space.
That's very good.
Yeah, no, I just regurgitated the entire John Mulaney bit. But
now I don't need to go watch it.
Yeah.
Mostly, I only know him from Big Mouth, which I know is maybe a crime that I haven't. Big Mouth is great, but I don't seek out a lot of stand-up comedy, even though I enjoy it.